All right, let's go ahead and take a nice comfortable seat on the mat. I'm so happy to be practicing with all of you today. Normally we do a 30-minute class. Today we are going to be doing 45 minutes, which means that I'm going to walk us through a nice, yummy warm-up, and then we'll move into probably a little bit, hopefully a little bit vigorous Vinyasa Flow, and then a good cool down, and I'm hoping we can get a 5-minute Shavasana. That's never enough time, but that's what we had to work with this morning. So arrive on your mat, take a nice comfortable seat, close your eyes, and begin to settle in. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. One more in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allowing yourself to arrive in your body in this moment. Become aware of your senses. Notice the texture of the air, the weight and texture of your clothing on your skin. Becoming aware of any taste that's present in your mouth. Notice if there are any smells coming to you. What do you see in your mind's eye? Begin to notice the sounds that are around you, the sounds inside of the room that you're in, and the sounds outside of the room that you're in. Acknowledge it and let it be. And we'll bring our awareness and our focus to our breath, in through our nose, out through our nose. We'll use our breath as our guide as we move through the practice today, knowing that this is your practice, not my practice, not someone else's practice. This is your practice. Keep checking in with your body, listening to your breath. Let it guide you through. Resting when you need to rest, skipping whatever postures don't feel right, and embracing the ones that do. When you're ready, we'll open our eyes and inhale, arms lift up and look up. Exhale, hands come down, reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Inhale, arms lift up and look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift up and look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms lift up. Now this time, twist to your left. Your left hand comes behind you, your right hand to your knee. On your inhale, we'll get tall and long, and on your exhale, we'll gaze over our back shoulder. Let the inhale take you taller and longer, and on your exhale, see if there's room to twist any deeper. Look forward, unwind, inhale, arms lift up and twist to your right, right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. On your inhale, get tall and long. On your exhale, gaze over your back shoulder. Let your breath guide you in. Look forward, unwind. Now we will take our left hand, place it down on the mat. Your right arm comes up and over, reaching through your fingers as far as they'll go. Now spiral your chest open, look up, breathe. Come back to center, place your right hand down, left arm up and over. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can go. Really anchor down through your sit bones. Spiral your chest up, look up. And come back to center. Now we're going to come back onto our backs. So coming back onto your back, let's start here and just slowly lower down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Drawing your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head back down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. And now we're going to extend our legs out, reach your arms up and slowly bringing your arms down, your legs down. Now reach through your fingers and through your heels. Reach, 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 and release. Reach, 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 and release. Now draw your right knee into your chest, lift your head, hug your knee in, and release your hands overhead. Inhale your left knee into your chest, lift your head, hold your breath, and release. Right knee in, lift your head, hold your breath, and release. Left knee in, lift your head, hold your breath, and release. That is Puvana Muktasana, wind relieving pose. It's exactly what it sounds like. And we're going to do one more round. Inhale, right knee in, lift your head, hold your breath, and release. Left knee in, lift your head, hold your breath, and release. Right knee in, and release. Left knee in, and release. Now we'll bring our hands down at our sides. We're going to draw our right knee into our chest. We're going to extend our right leg up towards the ceiling. So if you've got really tight hamstrings, you might want to take a tie or it can be a blanket or a towel, it doesn't matter, and hold that against the bottom of your foot. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can take hold of the leg. Now make circles with your ankle. And go the opposite direction. And point your toes, flex through your heel, point your toes, flex through your heel. Now pressing out through your heel, lift your head towards your shin and release back down. Lift your head towards your shin and release down. One more, lift your head towards your shin and release down. Now draw your knee into your chest. Hug your knee in nice and tight. We're going to take hold of our knee with our left hand. Open the right arm to the side. Drag the knee across the body, coming into a twist here. We're going to rotate the rib cage to bring the right shoulder further to the mat and gaze at the right fingertips if that feels right for your head and neck. Find your breath. It's connecting to this shape. Look up towards the ceiling, draw your knee into your chest, hug both knees into your chest, lift your head, lift your tailbone, exhale your head back down, extend your right leg out on the mat. We're gonna hug our left leg into the chest. Now lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, make circles with your ankle. You know, if you hear any popping or cracking, it's probably fine, just air moving through the joints. And then go the opposite direction. And point your toes, flex through your heel. Point your toes, flex through your heel. Lift your head towards your shin and release back down. Lift your head towards your shin and release down. One more, lift your head towards your shin and release down. Draw your knee into your chest. Hug this knee in, take hold of the knee with the right hand. Open the left arm to the side, drag the knee across the body, coming into a juicy twist on this side. Now, can you rotate your rib cage to bring your left shoulder further to the mat, gazing at your left fingertips, connecting to your breath, letting your breath be the anchor between your body and your mind. And each exhalation is an opportunity to let something go. Now look up towards the ceiling, draw your knee into your chest, hug both knees into your chest, lift your head, lift your tailbone, exhale your head back down, rock it out, rock it all out. Now we're gonna roll to the right side and we're gonna come up to tabletop position. We're gonna face the top of our mats. We're gonna bring our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Let's do a few cat-cows. Drop your belly, lift your chest and heart, look up for cow. And then on your exhalation, pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Moving in and out of cat-cow at your pace. Really letting this just be an exploration of how your body, how your spine feels. And coming back to tabletop position, we're going to bring our hands a little bit more forward of our shoulders. We're going to tuck our toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, coming high up on the toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down, pedal your feet, coming home to your downward facing dog. Maybe the first down dog of the day. Shake your head no, nod it yes, breathe. Look forward between your hands. We're gonna walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Now bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen flat back. Then little micro bend in your knees, Uttanasana, fold forward. Let everything cascade out of your hips. Breathe into this shape. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen forward, flat back, and fold, Uttanasana. Now bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Take hold of your elbows and hang or rock from side to side. Release your hands down outside of your feet, heel toe your feet back together. Deep bend in your knees. We're gonna ragdoll up one vertebra at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring your shoulders up into your ears and then relax your shoulder blades back and down. Find a strong Tadasana, a strong mountain pose, feet directly underneath your hips. Now lift your toes up off the mat, spread your toes wide and plant them down one at a time. Take your weight forward and back, side to side, and then find that place of equanimity right smack dab in the middle. Strong Tadasana, inhale, arms lift up, bring hands together overhead. Reach up, glue your arms to your ears, reach back, little back bend. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, to your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, bring hands together, reach up, reach back. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, to your heart center. One more, inhale, arms sweep up, bring hands together, reach up, reach back. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, your forehead, your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, this time swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, lengthen forward, then step, hop, or float back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Now, as we move through our vinyasas, you have a choice. You can skip them all together and move right into down dog. You can bring your knees, your chest, and your chin down on the mat, inchworm forward, and then lift up. Or you can do chaturanga. Chaturanga is lowering down, elbows come in the same 90-degree angle, and then upward facing dog. It's your practice, your choice. Breathe your way in. So if you're still in plank, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down, diggity dog. Take it back. 5 big, deep Ujjayi breaths right here. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway and fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. You might even want to come up on the toes. Breathe here. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. High up on the toes, lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Find your breath. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Now bend your knee, try to kick yourself in the behind. Lift your knee up a little higher. Extend your leg out, bring that foot down. Realign your downward facing dog. Now float your right leg up towards the ceiling, press out through your heel. Bend your right knee. Try to kick yourself in the behind on this side. Lift your knee a little higher. Extend your right leg back out, bring your right foot down. Realign your downward facing dog. Look forward between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through and fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your breath. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway and fold. Plant your hands, step, hop, or float back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, down, diggity dog, take it back. Now lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, press out through your heel. We're gonna bring that knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there, lift up, take it back and up. Bring your knee in, cross the midline, touch the outside of your right upper arm, hold it there, take it back and up. Now bring the knee in, touch the outside of your left upper arm, hold it there, take it back and up. Bring your right foot down, realign your downward facing dog, take a breath. Right leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel. Bring your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there, take it back and up. Bring your knee in, cross the midline, touch the outside of your left upper arm, hold it there, take it back and up. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your right upper arm, hold it there, take it back and up. Bring your right foot down, realign your downward facing dog. Find your breath. Look forward between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen. Fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your breath. Connecting your thumbs to your chest, core engaged, belly lifted. Inhale, arms sweep up. Swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Engage your core. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Draw your knee in. We're going to step through to a low runner's line. We're going to drop our back knee. Melt your toes onto the mat. Front ankle underneath your knee. Find your balance, arms sweep up. Lifting straight up. Now give it a little back bend. Come back to center. Hands come down. Step back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through, low runner's lunge on this side. Bring your back knee down, melt the toes of your back foot. Find your balance, inhale, arms sweep up. Lifting up, give it a little back bend. Come back to center. Hands come down. Step back to downward facing dog any way you'd like. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Look forward between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway, and fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Listen to your body. You can always take an extra child's pose. Heck, you can just lay in Shavasana all class. Listen to your body. Just being here on the mat right now is the most important thing. Left leg lifts up. Draw your knee and we're gonna step through to a high runner's lunge this time. So we're gonna stay up on the toes of the back foot, front knee over top of your ankle, core is engaged, press into your feet, arms reach up. Now, we're gonna bring our hands down on either side of your front foot. We are going to find our balance, really root down into your left foot. We're gonna lift our right leg up. Press out through your right foot, toes point down. So here's what I want you to think about. We're not opening our hip to the side. We're trying to keep our hip down and level. And we are reaching back. Little balancing here, Superman, Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 is what this is. Now, bring your hands down and we're gonna move into splits. Mine look a little wonky, but we're gonna drop our head towards our knee as we lift our right leg up. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Embrace it. Drop that foot way back. Step back to downward facing dog. Connect with your breath. Now float your right leg up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through, high runner's lunge. We're gonna stay up on the toes of your back foot. Find your balance, arms sweep up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. We're gonna really grow roots down through the foot into the ground beneath us as we lift our left leg up. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 on this side, toes point down. Reaching out through the crown of your head. Hands come down, drop your head towards your knee, lift your left leg up, lift, lift, lift. Now drop it way back. We're gonna step back to downward facing dog, coming high up on the toes. Press your heels back and down. Now, bring your knees down for a wide leg child's pose. Press your hips to your heels. Let your belly fall between your legs. Bring your forehead to the mat. Connecting with your breath. Breathe your way in. Release. Just be in this moment. Not thinking about what we just did or what comes next. Just being right here, right now. Walk your hands over to the right. Reach through your fingers as far as they'll go and press back into your hips. Walk your hands back to center and then over to the other side. And come back to center. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, connecting to your breath. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through to Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Plant your back foot down, arms lift up, Virabhadrasana 1. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, connecting to your core, gazing over the nail of your middle finger. Relax your shoulders down. Now moving into extended side angle, either your forearm to your thigh, or you can bring your hand down on a block or on a bolster onto books if you don't have a block, or all the way down on the mat. Top arm can lift straight up. It can reach overhead, or you can keep it on the hip, whatever feels best in your body. We're trying to spiral our chest open, looking up. Press into your feet, lift up. Now straighten that front leg. Reach, 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 reach. Triangle on this side. Even here, we're spiraling our chest open. Now, what I like to do here is I like to try to draw my chest back to find as much length as I can in this area. You might need to play with it. Be careful not to lock your knee out. Have a micro bend in your front knee. Lift up, bend your front knee, windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, exhale to downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through, Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Plant your back foot down, arms sweep up. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Now moving into extended side angle, either the forearm to your thigh or down onto a block or books or all the way down to the mat. Your top arm can stay on your hip. You can reach it up. You can reach it overhead. Find what works best in your body. Press into your feet. Core is engaged. Breathe. Press into your feet, lift up, straighten the front leg, reach forward for Trikonasana triangle pose on this side. Press into your feet, arms lift up, Bend your front knee. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. We're going to step back to downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes. Lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Shake your head no. Nod it yes. Connecting with your breath. Look forward between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen forward and fold. Inhale to chair, Utkatasana. Dropping your tailbone down. Breathe. Press into your feet, lift up. Exhale your hands to heart center. Good work, yogis. Okay, now we're gonna step our right foot way back. We're gonna come into a wide leg straddle. So from here, I want you to lift through the crown of your head, lifting up. And we're gonna come hinge from our hips and come forward to halfway, flat back. And then come all the way down, releasing your head down. Now you can keep your hands on your hips or you can bring your hands down on the mat. You might decide you need to open your feet a little bit wider, whatever works in your body. But breathe into this shape. Hands come to your hips. We're going to come all the way back up, pausing halfway, and then all the way up. Good work, yogis. So check in with your body. We're going to bring our hands back behind us. Interlace your fingers behind you. Reach back. Draw your shoulders down your back. And we're going to come forward one more time, pausing halfway, and then coming all the way down, opening into this shape. Coming back up halfway, pausing halfway, and then coming all the way up. Good work. Release your hands, heel toe your feet together. And we're going to step together back to the top of our mat. Find your strong Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in. Now lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing, down diggity dog, take it back. Now left leg lifts up, reach high. Now we're gonna draw our knee and we're gonna step through to pigeon. So taking a moment to really settle into your pigeon. Sink in, do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable as possible. We're gonna lift up. Now moving with your breath, on your exhalation coming down. On your inhale, lift up. Come on down and lift up. Come on down and lift up. Then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. So you can hang out right here on your forearms, or if you'd like, you can come all the way down onto your belly, bringing your forehead to the mat, your chest towards the mat. Really sinking in. Lifting up. Proud pigeons, puffing out your chest. Now we're going to pour weight into our left leg. We're going to take this right leg over and around. Now, take a moment to sink in. You want to be able to connect both sit bones onto the mat. Your right leg is crossed over your left. Now, get as long and tall as you can here. We're going to twist to the right. So we're going to hug your right leg in with your left arm. Your left hand or your right hand comes behind you now. Get long and tall on your inhale. On your exhale, gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, release, and counter twist the other side. Just a gentle counter twist. Look forward, unwind. We're going to step back to downward facing dog any way you'd like. Come high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Now float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel, draw your knee in, coming forward into pigeon on this side. Really take a moment to allow yourself to sink into the posture as it feels right in your body. Get nice and long and tall, lifting up. On your inhale, coming down. And lift up. Moving with your breath. Leading with your chin when you come down, and lead with the back of your neck as you come back up. And then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. You can come down onto forearms, onto blocks, onto books. Listen to your body. What is it asking for right now in this moment? And lifting back up. Now, proud pigeons, puffing out your chest. Pour weight into your right thigh. We're going to bring your left leg over and around. Cross your left foot over top of the right, just like we did on the other side. Now get nice and long and tall. We're going to twist to the left. Hug your knee in. Left hand behind you. Get nice and long and tall on your inhalation. On your exhalation, notice if there's room to twist any deeper. Look forward, unwind, gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, unwind, and we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Any way you'd like. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Now we're going to bring our knees down on the mat. Now we are going to press our hips to our heels with a child's pose with our legs together. Bring your forehead down. Lifting back up. We're going to do camel pose. So in this kneeling posture, we're going to come up onto our knees. You've got a couple options for your camel. So you want to hug in towards the midline. Just like in our mountain pose, in our Tadasana, we want to find that connected deep midline of the body. So lift through the crown of your head, shoulders back, tuck your toes underneath. Now, you can bring your hands to the small of your back, fingers point down, lift up, and just give it a gentle back bend right here. You can give it a little bit more of a back bend here if that feels right in your body. Or you can bring your hands to your heels as you open your chest and your heart and you look up. Find the posture that's right in your body today. Not what you think it should be, not what it was yesterday, not what you want it to be 2 weeks from now. Right now. And lifting up. Good work, yogis. Coming back down into that child's pose with your knees together. Holding over top of your knees. Relax. Now sitting back up, we're going to take our weight to one side. We're going to bring our legs in front of us. And we are going to reach our arms out, slowly coming down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Drawing your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head back down. Rock it out from side to side. Open your arms out wide like a T. Lift your feet up, bring your knees together, feet together. We're going to let our knees fall to the left, gazing right. Now lifting your knees up to center, letting them fall over to the right as you gently turn your head left. And come back to center. Extend your legs out on the mat. We're going to begin to make our way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Arms come down at the sides, palms face up. Now, it's really important that you get as comfortable and cozy as you possibly can. So you might need to roll up a towel and put it behind your neck to support the cervical portion of your spine. You might want to cover up with a blanket. You might want to put rolled up blankets underneath your knees. Whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as possible. Now take a big deep breath in and let it out through the mouth. Another big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let go of any control of your breath. Really soften. Allow yourself to be right here, right now, in this present moment. Relax the bottoms of your feet and the tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your toes. Let go of tension in your ankles, your shins, and your calves. Relax your knees. Let go of tension in your thighs, your inner thighs, your IT bands, your quads, and your hamstrings. Let go of tension in your hips, your pelvis, your belly. Relax your hands, the back of your hands, your palms, your fingers, your wrists. Relax your forearms and your elbows. Let go of tension in your shoulders. Relax your low back, your torso, the back of your body, the front of your body, your collarbones, your neck. Let go of tension in your jaw, your cheeks, your forehead, and the top of your head. Knowing that you can take this feeling with you the rest of the day. Now taking a big, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring small movements to your toes and to your fingers. Maybe moving your head from side to side. When you're ready, bending your knees, bringing the feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment, honoring the transition out of the practice as much as we honor the practice itself. Slowly pushing yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible and strong in mind and body and in spirit. For that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me today. Namaste. Good work, yogis.